Alhamdulillah. So we have about 75 people. I really appreciate your time. So now the types of incidents, when we talk about the types of incidents and the categorization of incidents, like you know that we have several varieties of incidents occurring. Means personal injuries, fire incidents, property damages, traffic accidents, oil leaks, spills, and chemical leaks, gas leaks, explosions. All these, anything may happen to us. So when we talk about the categorization of incidents, the categorization of incidents differs from one company to another company. But again, from our like experience, I would like to share something for the people, those who are very much new to the profession, and the people, those who want to capture something from this particular webinar. So like when we categorize the incidents, we categorize in the form of a minor, moderate, and a major. Means like but there are some companies where they are categorizing in 5 levels also. But again, here in the Middle East, most of the companies, they categorize in 3 levels: minor incidents, moderate incidents, and major. You can see on the left side column of the screen, like in the table, whatever is there. Now, on the other side, on the like I also mentioned about the varieties of incidents, like types of incidents: personal injuries, motor vehicle accident, fires, and environmental incidents. So under the personal injuries, like as it was shown here, the first aid cases, medical treatment only cases, and the restricted workday cases are coming under the minor incidents. And the last workday case, where the person is taking sick leave because of the fracture or any incident, so then that will be considered as a moderate, and the fatalities will be categorized as major incidents. So when we talk about the motor vehicle accident, means motor vehicle accidents with minor scratches and dents or minor personal injuries, they are coming under the minor incidents. Motor vehicle accidents with rollover, significant damages, or the injuries with the last workday cases, they will be considered as a moderate incidents. And if there is a fatality in the major in the incident, then it will be defined and classified as a major incident. When we talk about the fires, like if you have a fire, if you control the fire with the support of the people, those who are on the site, we categorize it as a minor. If the fires are like not in a position to be controlled by your own people, and you are looking for the support of your own fire brigade people from your company, then we can categorize them as a moderate incident. And if the fires are, again, you need the support not only from your company but outside agencies also, then that will be categorized as a major incident. When we talk about the environmental incidents, normally here in the Middle East, the crude oil leaks, gas leaks, and chemical leaks, condensate leaks are there. Other than that one, effluent water leaks are also there. When the leak quantity is less than 100 barrel, we consider it as a minor incident. If the leak quantity is in between the like 100 to 5,000 barrels, then it will be categorized as a moderate. Whereas if the leak quantity is above 5,000 barrels, then it will be categorized as a major incident. This is how we categorize here. But again, it varies from one company to another company. I mean, just as an example, means in general, I'm trying to share so that every one of you have a feel of that one, how the companies are means categorizing. So what you need to know important is basically your company need to have the definitions appropriate. Means that you need to define everything. If you don't define these things appropriately, and definitely there will be a gap. The employees are going to means like get confused. So in order to have the clarity in your procedures, you need to define very clearly about each and every type of incident. That is most important. Now, what are the things required for incident reporting? When we talk about the reporting, so we need to define, means like suppose actually what I observed in the Middle East, basically most of the companies, most importantly the private company, the contracting companies, they are really wonderful in work permit system. They are doing a lot of activities on the other activities, where means when they are implementing the work, definitely they are taking a lot of care. But most of the people, they are in a syndrome called it will not happen here. Means it will not happen here, means they are not bothered about they are assuming that no incident will occur, and because of that they are not focusing more on the incident reporting. When we go for the audits, when we talk about incident reporting, and a majority of the employees, they are getting confused. They are not having sufficient information what to do. So simply they say that I will inform my boss. That is what they say. But apart from that, we need to make sure that things are properly defined. Means whenever there is an incident occurring, means every employee should know what to report, how to report, whom we should report, and who is going to do what. So all these roles and responsibilities, unless you clearly define and explain to the employees, they are not going to have proper understanding. There are so many cases I saw that because of the late reporting, because of the confusion among the contractor employees, the people died before they were shifted to the hospital. So this is very, very important. Our duty should be to make sure that the incidents are reported in time, and the necessary rescue operation is taken care as early as possible. Now, when we talk about the processes, define what to report. Means in your procedure, you have to very clearly write and tell to the employee, each and employee, what he is supposed to report. Means like when somebody is sitting in the emergency control room, he should have proper information. So you need to define properly what is to be reported in a simple way. How to be reported means like you need to identify somebody, like in KYC we follow one number 160, that is the emergency control room number. So in the same way, every company should have a contact number, and somebody should be available there to receive those calls. So to whom we should report means if nobody is there to receive the call, then again it is of no use. So you need to define to whom you should report, and then who should do what. Means like when somebody is sitting in the emergency control room, whenever he's getting a call, so from the field, so you need to not only capture the information, again you need to mobilize the resources. Maybe the site needs ambulance, maybe they need a fire brigade. So all those resources should be under control, and those processes should be well defined. If you don't define, it is going to be a big disaster. So based on the type of incident, the call list also should be made available in the emergency control room. So like if suppose, for example, if this is a big disaster, like if a blowout occurs, even the company CEO also should be informed immediately so that everyone will be alert. And so all these things should be well defined in the procedures. And for example, I'm just showing some flowchart here, like how the incidents are to be reported. Like whenever the incident is occurring, he can report to the line management, that is immediately to the supervisor. The supervisor can report to the emergency control room on a defined number, and then emergency control room will take care of the response activities. And however, parallelly, he also should report by a mechanism. Like for example, you can have a software to report incidents. For example, in KYC, we have a software called MyHSSC. So through MyHSSC, people are reporting the incident data. So maybe your company may have some different mechanism. So whatever the mechanism is there, you need to establish that mechanism. And apart from that, you need to train the employees so that they report those details comfortably, so that the message will go to all the line management people for necessary action. And then, yeah, in the end, the message should go to the senior management, and so that they will establish the investigation committees for investigation of the incidents. Now, you also need to define the timeline, means like when it should be reported. For example, in our company, we are supposed to report every incident immediately. Means like reporting to 160, that is emergency control room, is supposed to be immediately without any delay. However, reporting through MyHSSC, that is software, whatever is there, that should be within 24 hours. So in the same way, in your company, you also should have a mechanism that the reporting to the emergency control room is immediate, and then reporting through soft copy or hard copy also should be immediately, so that all the concerned people will be intimated. And I request brothers to mute somebody is talking, and it is disturbing the participant. So type of incidents, so like when we like timeline of investigation also to be very clearly defined in our procedures. Means like suppose if there is a minor incident, here within 7 working days we have to complete the investigation. If it is a moderate incident, within 2 weeks we have to complete the investigation. And then if it is a major incident, within a span of 45 days. So you means need to define those things in your procedures. Without that, nobody is going to comply with that one. In your procedure, you have to define uh, everything very clearly in addition to the roles and responsibilities. That is what I would like to highlight here. Now, there are so many people, even when we conduct the workshops and awareness sessions to the employee, they keep on asking, so why we should report a small incident? Why, what happens if we don't report? Means is it necessary to report every incident? So I used to give one good example to the people that think that you are the owner of a big shopping mall, and all of a sudden in a shopping mall there is a big fire midnight, and because of that, maybe that 50% of the shopping mall got burned, and maybe some 3 to 4 million dollars of a loss occurred. So will you allow the employees to report after 3 days or 4 days? Can you say that yeah, reporting is not that important, I will take care? So question is always most of the people, they think that they think in the perspective of employee only. They are thinking that we are employees. So just you need to think as a owner of the company. Means because the senior management is looking for all the information whatever is happening in the company. So it is our prime responsibility to make sure that every incident is reported in time, because they are responsible. Sometimes the information goes to the media. So before the media says something in the TV channels, and our senior management should know about the incidents. So that is the reason reporting of every incident is very, very important. Apart from that, if investigation is not done properly, there are so many safety pyramids are there. So it was displayed here in the screen, like all those near misses, all those minor incidents may get converted into the serious incidents where people get injured, and then some of them may get converted into the fatal incidents also. So that's the reason, whatever may be the small, whether it is a small or medium or big, anything, every incident, every near miss should be reported and investigated. That's very, very important. Now, in this, basically, we have several challenges also. Like in the incident reporting, it's not an easy job. Means based on your experience, you will get defining the work relatedness. Means there are some always challenges when you are reporting the incidents and investigating the incidents. When you have a big company, always a lot of challenges are there. For example, a employee is he got injured when he is taking bath in the home. What you will do? Means people will ask you, are you going to clarify properly or not? Means you need to define. Means I can speak for hours together on this particular topic, whether it is work related or non-work related. We have a big document in our company where some 30 to 40 cases we define. Means a question is, in your company also, you need to be in a position to define everything properly. You need to fix the boundaries. Means for example, if a person is taking bath and he got injured in his home, so your company cannot control that particularly. So you can say that it is a non-work related incident. So maybe he has a coverage of the insurance, that is a different thing. But question is, the industry, the company cannot take the responsibility of the activities which are being carried out by the employee when he is off duty. So in the same way, suppose if there is a motor vehicle accident occurred outside the company premises, like somebody is going to Dubai by drive. So while going to Dubai from Kuwait, somebody got injured because of that motor vehicle accident. So it is outside, it is a private journey. So you need to define those kind of things very clearly, whether it is a work related or non-work related. So in the same way, identifying the incident owner also is a big challenge. Means if you have a big company, if the company is very small, no issue, everything is clearly defined. When you have so many departments, one department employee is going to another department to work, to carry out some activity or to provide some service. So something happens, so people will fight. So we have to clearly define the boundaries. Who is the incident owner? For example, one department employee is going to another department, and if that another department has a big fire in that one, this guy has gone there. So who is the incident owner? The basically what we do in our company basically here is like the we identify the when you have an activity, the person who is managing the activity, the team who is managing the activity, the department who is managing that particular activity will be made responsible and accountable. So that is how we fix the incident owner. So a lot of challenges are there. Of course, these things can be separately handled. I can give advice to anybody if you have any doubt. But question is, this is another debatable issue where a lot of examples are there with me. But again, keeping the time limitation in view, I would like to move forward further. So in the same way, correcting like a correct categorization of the incidents, like sometimes your employees, your people, your team members may say that, okay, there is a big fire, nobody got injured, what to do, let me report as a minor incident. So the question is, these kind of challenges are always coming to you when you are categorizing the incident, whether you have to categorize as a minor, as a moderate, or a major. So you have to be very careful on that one. Means when there is a fire, based on the asset damage, based on the damage of like whatever the loss occurred due to that fire incident, you have to assess the categorization. Not like if there is no personal injury, if no injury is there, you can define everything as a minor fire incident. So all these things, what I would like to say here is, always there are challenges in incident reporting. It is not a easy task. As you work based on the situation, you will handle. You need to be very thorough. In the end, again, if you don't define the things properly in your procedures, always there will be a scope for the confusion.